Hello, it's me, English Music. Welcome to part two of this five-part series called From Palm Sunday all the way up to, guessed it, Easter Sunday. It's part of this five-part series on, you guessed it, to Jesus' crucifixion, goes all the way up to Easter. And it's also part of my Religious Life video blog special edition. So you might think you're so smart about this one. Trust about it as well. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, here's for example. It's gonna be Monday, Thursday, and it commemorates about Jesus' feet are washed before his betrayal to death, as far as we're concerned. So who knows? Who's civilized about this one as well. So here's the example according to John 13 verses 1 to 17. It says, "Now before the Passover, before the festival of the Passover, Jesus knew how that his hour has come to depart from this world and go to the Father. And having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end." But what about the devil? Oh yes, on verse 2 says the devil has already put to the test that into the heart of Judas, son of Simon Iscariot, to betray him. Now, during his supper, Jesus, knowing that the Father, Son, Father that has given all things into his own hands, and that he had come from God and was going to God, got up from the table, took off his outer robe, and tied a towel around him, and he poured water into a basin, and he began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel and that was tied around him. And he came to Simon Peter and said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus answered, "You don't know now what I'm doing, but later you will understand." Then Peter said to him, "You will never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no share with me." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head." Jesus said to him, "One who has bathed doesn't need to wash except for the feet, but is entirely clean, and you are clean. Though not all of you." But he knew who was to betray him. For this reason he said, "Not all of you are clean." Stop right there. So what is wrong with this picture? If I may ask, because up to this whole point that John had in John chapter 13, what we've seen Jesus work is doing it, and no one else has ever been done before. Making water into wine, gives sight to the blind, raising from the dead, and now he does what almost anyone can do, but what few want to. He washes the feet, and that is, you guessed it. That's why the king does the work for a slave. So in doing so, Jesus just springing to a head of this whole question that has been following us the entire course of John's Gospel. So what is, you guessed it, extent of extent of this one? I can see the arrow. Yeah. In doing so, because Jesus brings the head of this question, it has been following the entire course of John's Gospel. To what is extent is Jesus' work for this example? It says that for this our own work, it will be answered. It will be easier to answer. Not all, not none of us who are the Lord. None of us none of us die for the sins of the world. But when he washes the disciples' feet, Jesus explains to them, and it says, and by extension to us, that we are to follow his example. So, sample, and take for instance on verses 12 through, you guessed it, 12 through 17 says that after he had washed their feet, he had put on his robe and had returned to the table and said to them, "Do you know what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are right, for that is what I am." So if I, your teacher and Lord, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. And for this example, yes, for this example, the example to you, that you should also do as I have done to you. Very truly, I tell you, servants not are greater than their master, nor are the messengers than one of them is yes. If you know these things, you are blessed. If you do them. So that is why if you called yourself teacher and Lord, you have washed your feet, you also, for example, because Jesus is an example. And guess what? We are meant to follow so far as we are able. Now, take for instance, if a CEO walks the production floor, if it should be as if yeah, that's right, coming to wash the assembly's workers' feet, and so too, the gas station to wash the assembly's workers' feet. That's right. That means, the station pretended to clean up the bathroom floors, and as if they're to wash the motorists' feet. People will ride on motorcycles, but who knows? But it's not as so much as a station attended to serve people better through other activities. Like, say for instance, Father Tony wants to is getting feet washed. like we all do at my church this evening for a Monday Thursday service. And even in their employers like employers working doing catering and all kinds of stuff, because their employees or customers were willing, but they should see themselves as performing humble service. Jesus, the Spirit-filled teacher. That's right, Spirit-filled teacher. Teacher, who reigns the entire cosmos and deliberating to perform in a concrete act and a lowly, yes, service to demonstrate what it ought to be. Ought to be. You guessed it. The actual habits of this whole attitude by his people, and doing so, he both dignifies and demands his followers to act as humble services. But give me one good reasons why. Give me one good reasons why. Why? Because doing so brings us tangibly face to face with the reality that godly works is performed for the benefit of others and merely the full fulfillment of others. But you know that the concept fulfillment for ourselves. But you know the moral of my religious life video blog story for part 2 of this series called Monday Thursday, because the concept of this leadership has a widespread attention in business and government in recent years, and it arises not only for the Gospel of John, but that's right, in many parts of the whole Bible. And you know why? Because it pays to be nice to people. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow on my religious life video vlog, part 3, it's gonna be Good Friday. Take a look at this, right there in your in my face. You take a look at this. You see, it's Good Friday, and Jesus was being crucified on the cross to pay for your sins. And you know what? Everybody has been giving a new commandment to this one. It's right over your face. So we better figure this out for part 3 of, you guessed it. That's right. Palm Sunday all the way up to Good Friday. It's gonna be a 5-part series on my religious life video blog series. So that'll be good for now. Trust me. Anyways, we'll do this again tomorrow. As always, that's my religious life video blog story, and I'm sticking to it. And we'll be back with, you guessed it, hashtag Omaha Choirs, only on Facebook Watch.